Welcome. Question 1B from the 2025 GCE exam. So it reads, for the geometric progression 60, 30, 15, and so on, find the 60th term. That's part 1. Then part 2, find the geometric mean of 15 and 3.75. And then the third part says, find the sum to infinity. So we begin with the first one. We are finding the 60th term. Now looking at what we have, since it's the GP, the formula for the n terms is simply Tn is equal to A R n minus 1. So we need to have these values, where A is the first term, and so the first term is 60. Then R is the common ratio. The common ratio is found by dividing two consecutive terms. So in this case, we may say 30 divided by 60, it gives us half, or we can say 15 divided by 30. Then the question says we find the 60th term, so our n is simply 6. And so we substitute, we'll say T6 is simply equal to A 60, and then our R is half. We raise it to power n minus 1, which is 6 minus 1. So this one gives us 60, half power 5, and then we have 60. 1 times 1 times 1, 5 times is still 1 times 60, it will give us 60. And then 2 power 5 will give us 32. And so if we divide that one, 60 divided by 32, it's simply giving us T6 as 1.875. So since the answer is coming out exact, we can just leave it at that. Then we go to the second part, the geometric mean. So for the geometric mean, we know when we have 3 consecutive terms, that is A, B, and C. B is the geometric mean. So in this case, we'll say B is equal to, by the way, the formula has plus or minus the square root of A times C. So plus or minus the square root of AC. That is the formula, but it depends on how the sequence is. So in this case, if we check it out, you find that they are just positive. So the negative may not matter in what we are doing. So from there, we can say, since we have our A 60, our B 30, our C 15. Now in this case, after 15, there is supposed to be some number, and then we also have 3.5. So these are the ones that we have. So our A will be 15, our C will be 3.75. Then we should be able to get our B. So simply say B is equal to plus or minus the square root of 15 times 3.75. So this one goes to 15 times 3.75. That is 56.25. 56.25. Then it gives us, if we do the square root of this one, it gives us 7.5. So our B is either positive or negative 7.5. But if we look at what we have, since they are all positives, we can safely say in this case our geometric mean will simply be 7.5. So that is our answer. And then the third part, calculate the sum to infinity. Sum to infinity, usually this formula is given at on the front page, that is page 2. So the formula is S And then the symbol for infinity is that one. The formula is A over 1 minus R. A sum to infinity only exists if the geometric progression has a common ratio which is less than 1. So in this case, we'll say the sum to infinity is equal to our A. We found it is the same A. So that is 60 divided by 1 minus half. Our R is half. So this one gives us the 60 of 1 minus half is simply half. And then we reciprocate the 2 because we are dividing. So this is 60 divided by 1 over 2. If we reciprocate, the 2 goes on top, we are going to multiply. And so our sum to infinity simply becomes 120. So this is our answer. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much.